A lot of people dream of growing up to be president, and the constitutional requirements aren't that tough. You have to be at least 35 years old and a natural-born citizen.
Every 4 years, dozens of people you've never heard of run for president, hoping they'll beat all the odds and upset the two-party system. A Lexington man is already in the race for 2008, but his campaign strategy is far from traditional. When you think of U.S. presidents, certain names come to mind: Washington, Jefferson, Adams. Well, you don't know this Adams.
She'll be 10 when I get in the White House.
But he hopes the name Steve becomes just as famous as John Quincy.
I am dead serious.
This 40-year-old software engineer works at Lexmark by day and is an assistant United Methodist pastor at night and on weekends. But between the programming and preaching, he's politicking.
You hear a lot of negative publicity about President Bush's rating right now, and if you look, Congress's rating is even lower. And so there's a lot of people that are not happy with the current system.
Adams believes he'll be the first candidate to take full advantage of the internet. He won't go door to door or travel across the country. While the major candidates are spending millions on commercials and working the delegates at conventions, Adams will be clicking at a keyboard, getting out his message through blogs and a website.
If you just look at the sheer numbers, if you go out and tell the several hundred people that I've got right now, and if I figured that if you double every day, that they spread the word to all their friends, and then the same thing happens the next day, it would only take 18 days for me to reach 61 million people.
But who is Steve Adams? He's a father of two, a registered Republican married to a registered Democrat, who says he'll switch to independent. He believes federal spending needs to be reined in, our troops should be pulled out of Iraq soon, and America's borders need to be more secure. So why not run for a citywide or statewide office first?
What I'm trying to do is maybe take some of the politics out of our two-party system, is getting into office without owing anybody.
Adams hopes to actually get on a couple of state ballots, but he'll likely be a write-in candidate everywhere else. So is he crazy? Maybe, but he insists America was built on crazy dreams that came true.
All of us have a chance to do something for our country, and I'd like to do as much as possible for it. And so that's why I'm going for the highest office.
Every politician had to start somewhere. Here's one who hopes to start at the top. In 2004, Bush ran against Kerry, and you may remember that Ralph Nader got about 1% of the vote. But there were also 48 other candidates in the general race, people just like Steve Adams who believe that someday, some way, an average Joe will beat the system.